It's week 1 of the National Football League, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Bucs and the Saints on EA Sports.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look in. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills. The ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Wilson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Callahan. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. On 1st down, Callahan. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets a 8. Back to the running game with Swift. And down inside the 15 he goes. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Callahan. This is caught. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Swift will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have one bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. A nice play design there with touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Callahan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Callahan. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Callahan. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints' 29. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This one from 46 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back, but boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
At the 23, it's second and 12. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 10.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. Wilson going deep here for Allen. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Joseph Charlton now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw on second down. Callahan throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hampton. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
It's now second and 6.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 4. Operating from the gun. Callahan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Wilson's throw there complete to Myers. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They go play action with Wilson. That's caught by Myers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screen play is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
2nd and 5. Wilson. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets them 8.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
On 2nd down, Swift. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Callahan steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Right now.
The Saints on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Time to go to 1. Let's go. Stop your whining. Watch 22, watch 22. Watch the screen.
To throw is Wilson. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. In the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. To throw again is Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To throw on second down, Callahan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 67 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the visiting Patriots come in and get the victory on the road. Michael Thomas, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Saints, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On second down now, Swift. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. From the gun on third down, Callahan. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Throwing on first down, Callahan. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Ahead of the chains now, second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
Running is Swift. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, it looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. On third down, Callahan. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw on second down. Callahan. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4.
Many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. This is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going into the hands of Williams. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now Wilson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson.
And there's Williams. What a catch.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Kamara.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Saints are back within a score.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they've lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just wanted you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now a carry for Swift.
Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Looking to throw. Callahan. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard.
And he is going to have a box 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Callahan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
That's taken in by the tight end, McKinney.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's the end of
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him now to this point. Swift again.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Callahan. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Bucs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Coup for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense.
After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. Going deep here for Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, that's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Callahan. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, Swift. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Callahan. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down, Callahan. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton, and he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Callahan. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
2 yards on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Now a toss for Swift left side.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Operating from the gun, Callahan. They complete it to Hill.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10, Callahan.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 27-yard line.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
To throw on 2nd down, Callahan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Here's Swift.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
One more time with Swift.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
They will run it with Swift here.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
DeAndre Swift.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bucs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Got his man, it's Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now Wilson on first down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bucs, not much to complain about here. They